This is the story of two microwaves. I moved into my house in 2016, where I carried with it one microwave. In 2017, I bought another microwave. The calculation is as follows. My parents live about 10 minutes away, and they often store bento boxes in my refrigerator. I eat at home about 3 times a week. Each time when I need to microwave multiple bento boxes, it's about 5 minutes more per time I eat at home. I gave myself an hourly rate of $400 per hour. If I spend additional 5 minutes per day over the course of a week, 3 times eating at home, that's 15 minutes, is $100. I will make back the money in a week. And so I went to Amazon and bought myself a second microwave. I was 29 years old, working at a big tech company. And I often use that example because it's the epitome of me realizing that I am different. It's not that buying a second microwave makes me different. It's the weird calculation that I did about my hourly rate, about why it's justified, and why that is such a no-brainer. There is a little bit of a stigma to that. For example, having 2 microwaves at home is just considered like you are not cool. But for me, it was such a no-brainer calculation, and that made me a little bit weird. First, it made me realize I care a lot about efficiency, even to the detriment of aesthetics. If I can save over the course of a month, I more than made up my money back. I will spend money to save on time. That obsession about efficiency carried through the rest of my life, including starting my own company. Our company is helping real estate investors save time on their operations. On this screenshot, 2016, when I first moved in, that's my first microwave. 2017, as you can see, a year later, I found inefficiency in my life, and that's why I bought another microwave. To me, $80 is such a no-brainer to save about 50 minutes a week. Some people watching this might be curious, how did you end up with an $800,000 total compensation when you are 29 years old? To that, I said I was lucky. I work in high tech. The company, when I first joined, it was about 300 people. When I left, it's 3,000 people. It went IPO. Forever grateful for the company. And some of that is just pure luck. Some of it is my maniacal attention to precision and efficiency. The second is about at some point in people's life, money is no longer the bottleneck. The time is. And a lot of times people don't understand other people's decisions because we often use our own optimization method to measure someone else's actions. If your optimization method is to help save money, then you care about doing the loans yourself, waiting an extra few minutes for the food to be ready, doing your own laundry, cleaning your own house. But if you are optimizing for time, then your judgment of someone else's actions are completely different. So I need to be careful. Everyone needs to be careful about, are you using your own optimization function to judge someone else's actions? Because they might be optimizing for a completely different thing than you. And that's the essence of why I felt I was different. Even at 29 years old, I had this keen feeling that I shouldn't need to waste 5 minutes. And if I could avoid wasting that 5 minutes, I will use money to solve that problem. The fourth observation is my relationship with time. In my startup, people will describe me as someone who knows a lot about the business, and I can go really deep, sometimes coming across as micromanaging. With that example, I know myself well, and I hate wasting time. I treat time preciously. I will not spend 5 minutes on something if I don't think that's important. And so to that, my response is often, I don't say it to people. If I'm spending time on it, I'm trying to solve the problem. And trust me, I will not micromanage. The microwave example is the epitome of how much I care about wasting 5 minutes. If I believe that you're doing well, I will not spend time on it. And once it's in a good state, just trust me, I will step back. So the story of the microwave taught me I care about time. I care about efficiency. I use that as an example that I most likely am not a micromanager. And at some point, once you have used your talent to achieve certain level of income generation, you realize the bottleneck is not the money, it's the time. Do you have a microwave example? If so, share down below.